I don't know if I'm live. I have the thing up here, but I should get my Twitch thing up actually. Uh-oh. I'm still never prepared. Welcome back. Welcome. I think I'm live. Am I live? I am live apparently. I'm live. Wow. There's no oh shit. Turn that off. I don't need to hear myself. I just need to know if I'm live. Okay. It's been a while. Not gonna lie. It's been a little bit. I was planning on doing some art after, like, the day after I did the Fire Emblem stream, and then I never did. I couldn't get myself to stream anything. I don't know if it was because, like, I just, like, got tired of it or whatever. For some reason, I just was not up to it. So, you know, I took a break. A little bit of a break. And I'm back. Now, I think. I'm, like, kind of back. Not gonna lie. Actually, it should go, like, this way. It curves, because, like, the boots curve upward here. You know? So it kind of, instead of going this way, it would actually go that way, if that makes sense. Yeah, anyway. Hope you didn't miss me. I mean, there's no one here. I mean, for, like, YouTube. Which I also haven't been uploading anything, because I don't have any content for it. Haha. Fun. Am I right? Anyway, rather than self-deprecate for this stream, we will try to focus on other things. It also doesn't help that school's coming up too, so you know, I got that to worry about. But yeah, so I've just been chilling, not doing. Yesterday I watched the Phantom of the Opera. For the third time. Full was in college. I think it was like my first year in college, probably. Because I am friends with theater kids. Not like that's bad and all that. So actually, so then it would actually be like it would be like this. Because it rounds out. It's not like it's concave, not convex. Which one's which one's which? Like concave and convex. Which one's which one? I don't know math. Don't ask me about math. Anyway, so yeah, and apparently, well, so the first time I ever watched this year, because, well, did we watch it this year? I don't remember if we watched it this year, but I do remember, you know, well, because, you know, virus and everything, so we had to go home, so we couldn't really do too many things that we would normally do up there at school, which includes Phantom of the Opera. So I had to watch Phantom of the Opera by myself, which is not bad. I just I know this is wrong. Please don't try to correct me. I don't care if it's wrong. Like the placements and whatever. Was it Phantom of the Opera, right? So it's like, it's more, sorry, I'm trying to think and draw at the same time. But the reason why I was watching it yesterday was because YouTube had recommended it to me, and I was like, yo, because you know how they have movies now on YouTube. It was free on YouTube, and I was like, Phantom of the Opera is free on YouTube to watch whenever, and no one told me. So then I was like, well, fuck, now I have to watch it, you know? Because how can I not watch Phantom of the Opera? So I watched it. And it was just as I remembered it. I was like singing along too. It was wild. But the thing is I haven't been. How do I explain? I'm a terrible singer. As you may have guessed, I am actually quite bad at singing. I never took any lessons in it or anything. So I suck at singing. And, you know, Phantom of the Opera isn't actually an opera. It's just like a musical. I think it's classified as a musical. I don't know what it's classified as. I don't know. But I know it's technically not an opera, even though it's called Phantom of the Opera. At least that's, I don't actually know, never mind, I'm not gonna, I don't know. But, yeah, so, again, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of doing the boots. Yeah, so I was singing, and you know, there's a lot of like high notes and stuff that I can't reach because that my range, I don't have the range. Sorry, I just thought of that. I don't know if it's a Vine, that video. I don't know what it's called or anything, but it's like this lady talking to a dude about like, and the lady's like, or the person's playing her, this opera singer, and they're talking about like replacements for her or something, and the guy goes, what about this girl, or what about this person? And she's like, she doesn't have the range. And the guy just keeps recommending, like offering, like, oh, what about this person or this person? And the person just keeps going, doesn't have the range. And then he eventually just says her name, and she says the same thing, and she's like, she doesn't have a range. He's like, but that's you. And she's like, I don't have the range. Anyway, I found that funny. I'm kind of dumb, so you know, just gotta make do. But yeah, I don't have the range for anything singing related, really. I was like, that's a good ass boot. What was I saying? Right. I don't have the range. It's like the same thing when we watched, isn't it called like Little House of Horrors or something? The one with Audrey too, the huge plant, and then the plant goes like, what's his name? Sydney? Seymour. He's the the plant's like, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Yeah. we watched that too. That's how you know. That's how you know we're like that. It's like here, right? If I measure it correctly. Try to measure the heel part. I think it's like roughly there. In my Valentino white bag. Still can't get over that Vine. I say that all the time. I'm old, alright? Actually, I didn't think I was that old. I make jokes all the time about like, haha, I'm old. I didn't think I was that old though. I don't know. I'm still quite young, in my humble opinion. How do you do, fellow kids? My like a crease there, and then like that. Okay, and then anyway, I saw these boots on Twitter because Twitter, because I'm on Twitter like 24/7 now. Actually, it'd be like here, right? Kinda. We'll go with it. So, you know, that's always fun. I saw I don't know, Twitter has really good, like, suggestions sometimes. Like, these boots are cute. I looked them up, and they're sold out. But also they were from like this website, or at least the place I went to. That I think they steal from small artists. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. But also it's just not a good place to buy if you're like trying to avoid those kinds of places, I guess. Yeah. But then I was looking to see if anyone would have it, like, just like for a thrifted or something. And they were all sold out. Like, people were selling them, but it was like a year ago. And no one's selling them now. And I had a friend be like, but you can't even walk in them. Like, that shit's gonna hurt. And I'm like, yeah, but did you think about the aesthetic? The look? The look? You know? I'm like, listen, 90 to 95% of, like, women's clothing is already difficult to wear in general. So why not just go for it, you know? So I was like, whatever. But yeah, if anyone is selling these boots, hit me up. No one's gonna see this, but it's fine. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. And then, so this is the left leg, which would be this leg, and it's on the other side. I don't know. And this leg would be on this side. So this one would have the zippers. Sorry, I didn't charge my tablet, clearly. It's fine. It's okay. I have the charger, like, right next to me. So, okay. The heart. Because there's a zipper tag here. Also, you know, compared to my previous setups for art, you might be wondering, wow, there's like a whole bunch of shit here. And like the drawing space is actually pretty minimal. I'm just trying this out. It's like a new thing, just because, well, because I used to have the sub view here, right? And then this stuff I would just have to click through. But I thought maybe this would be better because, so I'm right-handed, right? So then, like if I have the drawing itself on the right side, then I rest my palm not actually on the tablet itself. I would rest it on like the table or something. Like right now I'm using like a portable bed table thing. I don't know what it is. That I brought home with me because someone threw it out in college, and I was like, yo, that's so cool, I'm gonna bring it home with me. So I have that. And like what I used to do was because the canvas itself was located over like just like in general all over the tab, like the screen area, then my hand was resting on the like screen itself, and that was like not an issue, but like it would make it so that like it would draw random lines everywhere, or like I don't know what they call it, because I think what they call the ability for the tablet to not to distinguish which part is the actual part that should be drawn, like whether it's the tip of the pen or your palm, is palm rejection. I don't know what it's called otherwise. Anyway, point is, it's better for drawing if I do it like this, or at least having the tools and stuff on the left side and then all of my drawing shit on the right side, like so references on the left side. And then in terms of like, why do I have this out, and why do I have this out, and why do I have it? Why specifically these ones is because, well, first I use these ones a lot, right? So I have to I want to switch between pens and stuff, and I want to switch between. Is this the one I was using? I think so. I just want to make sure. And you know, I use this tool property a lot, and the layer property a lot. And then the color history is really nice to have to see, because sometimes I forget which color I get. Color wheel is nice. This stuff is good when I'm doing like monochrome stuff and whatnot. Subview is really nice. Although I just switched it. I don't need that. And also Navigator is really nice because like, I know I haven't been using it, but it's so, you know, it makes it easier to see, okay, so this is this is like the detailing, and then this is what the overall thing looks like. And I think that would help a lot with like, well, one, the streams, because then you can see, okay, this is what I'm looking at in general, rather than just keep zooming out or whatever. So I think that would be useful. Yeah, that's really it. And then, but then I didn't realize that you could do, like, you could set it up this way, like, have everything put, I thought you had to just click through them, because I'm an idiot, and I don't know how to work with art programs. So I didn't know you could do like, okay, so I can pull these out and put them like this and rearrange them and stuff. So yeah. How do I say? Like a better, words. Like a better workspace, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if this is like a good setup, because this is like, I'm still trying to figure out like what would make it easier for me. Oh, so these are the reference for the boots, but if you want the reference, that's Hwasa. If you want the reference for the pose, these two are from the girl group Mamamoo. My sister loves them a hell a ton. And actually, I used to, when I was like super into K-pop I also really like them a lot, and I still do like them a lot. Have not been listening to a lot of K-pop. Right now, I'm in a Vocaloid phase. And actually, oh right, I wanted to say this before, but I'll say it like after I introduce these people. But like, yeah, right now I'm in a Vocaloid, or like Vocaloid Utauloid sort of feel right now, phase, whatever, stage, whatnot. But before that, like before that, I had a major K-pop phase, but not like a K-pop stan. I was never like that. I just liked a couple of groups, mainly EXO. But they're off to serve to the military time, so it's like 2 years. No, they're not gonna come back. It's like Super Junior. I used to be into Super Junior, and then they left when I was in like middle school or something, and I was like, no. And then now they're just coming back. But I'm not really into their music anymore. Anyway, point is, I used to do K-pop. I don't anymore. Or currently, I don't. Maybe if I go back to college or something, I'll be like, yay, K-pop or something. I don't know. But anyway, Mamamoo is really good. I like that group a lot. So the one on the left is Solar. That's her name. That's her idol name. She's one of my sister's favorites. I think all of them are technically vocalists. And the only one who's not a vocalist is Moonbyul. But she's technically a vocalist too. She just does the rap parts as well. I don't know why there was like this whole thing. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, she's got a good voice. I'm gonna be real. I like Moonbyul. My favorites are mine and my sister's favorites are actually just like the opposites, right? So like my sister likes the vocalists, and I like more of the like rapper parts. Rapper, quote unquote, because they're not. I don't know if they're technically rappers, but what you would call the rapper in the K-pop group, I guess. So this pose that I'm working on right now is Solar's pose, and next to her is Hwasa, who is one of my favorites. So my favorites are Moonbyul and Hwasa. And you'll have to excuse my pronunciation because I haven't done Korean in probably more than a year. So you'll have to excuse my pronunciations. But anyway, so Hwasa and Moonbyul are my favorites of Mamamoo, but my sister's favorites are the other two, so Solar and Hyein. I think, yeah, Hyein. And I just find that so funny. But anyway, yeah. So I like Hwasa a lot, and I was gonna do another study on this one because I really like this picture. It's been one of my favorites since it came out. I think this was from 2 years ago, maybe even 3, because it's now 2021, right? So, and I really, listen, I know I won't look good in the swimsuit, but I kind of want the swimsuit, and I understand that it's they're idols and they're models and they're gonna make everything look good, but I kind of want it for myself. I had a friend be like, Claymore, I don't know about that. And I'm like, I know, but just let me dream for a little bit, okay? So I was gonna do another study with this one. I was thinking maybe I would do this yesterday. I was thinking I would do this one off stream and this pose on stream. But nah, I said fuck it. What I might use that pose for is for a different character. Anyway, so yeah, if you were wondering where the pose came from, And also the pillows, I just essentially just cut this part out and I drew it here. Not actually cut it out, but you know what I mean. Okay, so talked about that. Right. So currently I'm in a Vocaloid, Utavoid, Lloyd, whatever. That singing synthesizer phase. It's easier to say. Yeah, because Lily, stream favorite, has introduced Dasu to me, and I've been listening to Dasu. Actually, interestingly enough, Dasu's new album, Lamau. Okay, listen, I'm not promoting, I'm not like sponsored, but Dasu's new album, Lamau, just came out, and it's so good. Not gonna lie, you should listen to it, okay? Like, that shit got me through. I was like, whoa. So I'm addicted to that now. But also, not just that, I came across this, because Hatsune Miku is very popular, and Hatsune Miku does a lot of, like, everyone does a lot of covers with her, meme-wise, and, like, song-wise, and it's really fun. But I recently came across a version of, if you know the Yakuza game, not even if you know the Yakuza games, if you know that meme, the Baka Mitai one, the actual song's name, which I keep putting in Baka Mitai, because that's, like, the most famous part, but the actual title name of the song is called Dame Dane, right? I don't speak Japanese, so obviously I'm just pronouncing it based on, like, how I think it's pronounced. But anyway, that song, I found a Hatsune Miku cover that wasn't, like, super high. It was, like, it's called Hatsune Miku Dame Dane, if she put her soul into it or something. And it's, like, it's a lower register or whatever, right? So but the way that, like, they, like, made her sing it is very emotional. It's like, oh my god, Miku, who hurt you? But anyway, that's what I've been listening to recently. But yes, so that relates to something I was going to talk about. I just went on a tangent. Dasu Miku. Who else? I mean, there's also, like, some other things that I've come across in terms of Vocaloids and whatnot. Not just because of Lily, but, my other friend, Lindsay, who likes Fire Emblem. She also was, like, because we were making playlists for, like, when we drive and whatever at school to go do stuff. She's like, here's a whole bunch. And I was like, oh, shit. And they were really good, and, yeah. So, that's where I am. And how this relates to what I was going to talk about is because over the summer, because I don't have an internship, so I was going to do, like, some sort of project over the summer. I was thinking, I know I haven't been drawing because I can't draw and think at the same time. I don't know if I have ADHD or ADD or whatever, but I just can't. Because I forget what I'm doing all the time. Both. I think also, just think it's... Anyway. Tangent. Summer project. I was looking up, so, like, back in, like, 1 or 2 years ago, I was in, like, a class, right, it's called software design and development. And I was in a group, not with my friend, sadly enough, but I was in a group, and I was like, I don't know what to do over the summer, because I don't have internships or whatever. And one of my group members was like, yo, you should look up Arduinos, which are essentially, like, these chips. Like, they're like, are they called CPUs? Hold on, let me look this up. I know that so essentially what you can do with them is you can program them to do whatever. And a lot of people use the like Arduinos and like other brands. So like Teensy, I think, is one. I've heard of a couple other ones while I was looking up like projects. They use them to program like a little whole bunch of shit, because you can program like basically anything, you know? So as long as you understand like the code and whatever. And I was looking up, okay, Google, it's not okay. Yeah, so Arduino is a circuit board. That's what it's called. Well, okay, so Arduino, the company, is a hardware and software company. But when you buy like an Arduino, it's like a computer chip. It's like a microprocessor and controllers or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know what they're called. I just know that they are those chips. And like you can use those chips to do whatever the fuck you want. And so, you know, this programming, one of my group members was like, yeah, no, they're so fun. You should totally just work on one of those and, like, use that as a project. I was like, yo, that sounds cool. And I was looking up some projects because I was like, oh, what have people done with this and what can I do with it? Because I don't know what to do with it. And, I'm on the Wikipedia page right now for Arduino, so that's how I'm, like, referencing. Which is interesting because Arduinos can be programmed using C and C++, which is fun. Anyway, so Arduinos are really nice, and I saw one that was like, you can make a 3D, a musical instrument that takes 3D gestures and creates music with it. And I was like, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? How? I was looking at the you know, the links and whatever, and it was so cool because it's like so there's this board, and it's called like a Flick. Let me see if I can find it. Flick large sensor board. Large is just the extra. It's just the size of it, but the company's called Flick, and or the company's called OKDO or something. I don't know. What is it called? That's the website. I don't know what the company is. But anyway, it's so you take it, so the sensor board is called a Flick 3D gesture sensor. And the reason why I call it Flick large is because they put Flick and then large in the blog that the person was posting on, the person who made the thing, whatever. And so you have like this 3D gesture sensor, and you hook it up to your Arduino, and then you code the Arduino so that it, like, when you do a certain movement, that would call onto an action. And that action would be whatever you would want it to be, right? So, like, if you moved your hand up and down, in, like, stationary in, like, the x-axis, like, in other axes where you just moved it up and down in one spot, then that would do a specific thing, like, it would lower volume or something, or it would change the volume, or if you moved it from left to right, or, you know, up and down, but in the Y direction, you know what I mean? Like, and then, like, they can even do, like, like rotational movement as well, and I thought that was super cool. And I'm stumbling a lot because I haven't talked to anyone in a while, so I apologize, but also, it's so cool, because, like, if you watch the videos of the person testing it out and showing you how it works, it's so mind-blowing. So that was like a thing you can do with music, right? And so I thought to myself, this sounds like I'm giving a pitch right now. And I don't mean to pitch it because I'm going to just do it, or I don't know if I'm doing it because I always say I'm doing projects. Whenever I announce projects, I just never do them. But I do want to do this one at the very least. And oh, they're all in a call. Fine. Sorry, I was looking at different Discord. Anyway, the thing you would do is just I should so yeah, I was wondering, now I found this instrument thing that sounds super cool. Because Vocaloids are technically singing synthesizers, right? So it's like a synthesizer, but with voices, right? So that's how you do, like, the vocals. And I thought, wow, what if I just combined the two, right? What if I just made, like, a musical instrument making with Arduinos or whatever micro processing chip, And then I made my own, like, voice bank. And then I made it so that I could use the musical instrument to make vocals and make a song. So essentially, you know what I mean? So it's just like connecting those sort of things. And I was looking at other projects too, because I thought to myself, well, okay, so the 3D sensor, from what I know, only takes about a couple of gestures. It's not like completely every single gesture you could ever do, right? Because it's only so small, and there's only so many gestures you could do for the thing, right? And I also didn't know if it actually would work with like a voice bank instead of like a like a drum thing or, something else. So I wasn't sure if I could connect those. And I was just looking up some, if you could make a synthesizer, like a actual, like, synthesizer. Let me see. Synthesizer. It's the one with the actual keyboard stuff and blah, blah, blah. Anyway. The whole thing is I was wondering if you could do a synthesizer with an Arduino. And apparently you can. And I saw some that were like small synthesizers, but that sounds really cool. And I thought, oh man, it would be sick if I'm sure someone's already done it or something, And I'm sure you don't actually need a synthesizer to play with the voice bank. I think actually you don't need it at all. But I thought it would be cool if you could. And so that's like my whole thing is I think it would be dope as fuck if I could figure out one, building an actual synthesizer and coding that, or like Arduino or whatever. And it's not that hard because a lot of people have already coded it. And I kind of want to see if I can do it myself first and then like match it up and see how it would do against other people's code. And then so make the synthesizer. And then I also want to make the voice bank, from my own voice. And have that, because I also, because I've been listening to a lot of Vocaloid producers and like Utaloid producers, I think, and I say Utaloid because I don't know which one's which. I mean, like, I know the difference between a Vocaloid and an Utaloid, but I don't know, when I'm listening to the other ones, I don't know if that's an Utaloid or a Vocaloid. That's the only reason I'm saying both. Anyway, point is, I say anime a lot because I think, they're getting bored. I gotta switch. Or I'm going on a tangent. I gotta hurry up my point. So make voice bank with my voice, my vocals, or at least, like something, and then make a synthesizer out of it. Make my own Utaloid. It would be an Utaloid because Vocaloid is specific. So and then hope if I have enough time, maybe make a song about it. But I don't know how to make songs, so I don't know. I don't know about that part. I don't know about any of that part, any of those parts. But I think that would be a cool project, and I should get back to drawing because I said it was an art stream, and I've taken up literally like that's what I've been thinking about. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I never do it. So I might not do it. Sorry, I thought that was the eraser. We'll see if I do. I do really do want to do it though. I didn't really think this far into what kind of outfit I would put on this person. Well, because I was really influenced by JoJo again, but I won't talk about JoJo this time. I hate talking about JoJo. I feel bad for talking about JoJo. I don't want this. I actually realized, fuck this. Oh, and another thing that you should look forward to is I ordered some clay recently. Go again. She's gonna go on to another hour-long tangent on one thing, and that's right. I will. But the thing about that was I was ordering some things from a website where they get it from Japan, right? Or initially I was. On email, they were so the shipment that because there's a shipment there, I think it's called EMS, right, that they recommend because it takes it takes less time. It's an expensive one, but it takes less time to get there, and if they get lost, they provide compensation or whatever, right? So I chose that one, and then I was like, alright, so it's gonna come in like a couple of weeks, so I'll be doing school, but I can always sculpt on the weekends, right? Which is what I'm still planning to do. And they were like, so the Japan post office doesn't do that anymore, at least to your region. I was like, wait, what? Oh shit, what do you mean they don't do that for the US anymore? It's because of COVID, obviously, so hell. So, I emailed them back. It's not how back. Because they were like, here, I have alternate shipping methods, but they're not as ideal. They're more expensive, or they won't provide compensation or whatnot. So I asked them a whole bunch of other stuff, because they didn't give me the prices for them, so I wanted to know that before this. So that happened, and then I was like, well shit, I might not even get to sculpt at all. I was looking at Amazon. I had another tab of Amazon stuff, because that wasn't Amazon, that was from like a different place. And I had Amazon. I was looking through Amazon for the clay and shit. I found the clay that I wanted, and some other versions. I didn't buy the clay that I want. I bought like if I'm going to still have that order, I did order clay, and it will be coming in at the weekend. I'm gonna just do clay stuff. And that's not to say like I'll stop doing digital art, because I don't know. I don't know if I. It's not like I hate digital art. It's just like I never really know what to do with digital art. And by that I mean like, or am I? Oh, how are you? Are you? Oh, you are streaming. Oh. Am I live? I can't tell. Anyway. Oh. That's cool. I hope you have a good stream though. You're doing. Hi. uh. I hope it goes well. It'd be. I'm sorry that was low energy. That was like really damp, but like I'm always depressed, but like it sounds like I'm even more depressed than I normally am. Saying. Right, so whereas here I don't, if that would, whatever. We'll just to say hello. And I don't know why I gave so that's also why I haven't been on too much. It's because entirely my streams. Like, she doesn't know to embarrass myself in front of other people, so. So those are the updates, I think. Is there any other things? Those are the things that have just happened, like. Those are the things that just happened, like, yesterday. So, I mean, I don't have too much else to say. Sorry about that. We'll just get started with coloring. But Forced to Live is weird because, I don't know, I was here, and that for a little bit. Not saying that I didn't want to, it's just like a lot. It's so I can see if there's like any place. So I gotta. Ooh, my tablet's real. So I gotta, I gotta be careful of, no, none of my people are gonna hear. But, I'm also still planning to do another, ink. That was pretty fun. I know there's no VOD of it because I was like, nope, do it again. What else? There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I just troublesome, you know? Or like, I don't know. I'm excited for the sculpture thing though. Even because I know I'm gonna suck ass at it. That's so, But I'm excited because not only that, but then if I get good at it, I don't have to buy the goal of it all, to be able to make my own figurines. And that way I can be satisfied. Very good. Don't do it. Don't do that. That's like playing a gacha game. Don't do that. That's terrible. Anyway, sorry, I'm checking the stream. Because I keep forgetting that stream print device, it's delayed from like yeah, yeet. Let's go. The person. Um, so no one really talks to Steve's stream, but I when it comes to situations. There's this one time someone had made a tweet about asking about something. Sure, it's this, and then they were like, I don't know this girl, this person. I'm like, and never talked to anyone. The whole thing. I'm sure they meant well, but I have a lot of, and art style. I don't know. Colors. I don't care anymore. Dream has been like very anxiety ridden shit, and I don't know why. Anxiety. That's okay. What was I talking about? Oh, right, Steve. Name, I think. Like after he made his Twitch channel. And yeah, and then I went to his stream because I think someone was saying that he was streaming at the same time Critical was. I was like, oh shit, he's a good Ganondorf player, and you know, whatever. Okay. So then I went to his stream and I was like, you know what, I'll follow this guy, and I followed him, and then, you know, he does that streamer thing where he's like, oh,